Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Farah. I make videos about selling on Amazon and I haven't made one for a very long time. It has been a while, so I just thought, let's get back into it. Let's record and, document what has been going on for the past few months, I guess. I haven't been able to post consistently, so this video is kind of, giving you a bit of a recap on what's going on and what's happened in the business life and what you can expect from this channel in 2023. So let's get started. So if you just come across this video and you don't know me, I'm Farah. I've been making videos about selling on Amazon for the past few years. Started this channel in when COVID started, and I did that quite consistently for the first year and a half, and then sort of like got distracted. Other things happened, life happened, and life was challenging in 2022. Business wise, things were good, but I got busy with my life and YouTube had to take a back seat. So that's what happened. And so you roll with the punches and you just go with it. And I had to prioritize other things. And so I wasn't able to make many YouTube videos. Just worked with very handful of clients and made very few videos as and when I could. So the channel has been sort of, put on the back seat. But anyway, it was something that gave me a bit of a creative outlet to be able to do something different outside of Amazon, still related to Amazon. That's the funny thing. Like, it's not easy to build a business on Amazon, but then it's equally really hard to do anything outside of Amazon. So I've been trying to deal with a lot of things related to the business. In fact, most of my time is spent managing advertising on Amazon. And I've tried a few things which I have documented on the channel throughout 2022. But yeah, that's what's been up. That's why there hasn't been like a lot of content, no new videos. And I intend on changing that for 2023. We'll try to be consistent. So do subscribe to this channel if you're interested in building business on Amazon, whether you're already in business and you want to take your business online to Amazon, or you're looking to start fresh. This would be a great resource for you. So do subscribe to this channel. The best way I can describe my Amazon business right now is like an unruly teenager who is just not getting along. It's like all over the place. It demands the most attention and nothing is working. It's that kind of situation right now in my Amazon business. And this is what Amazon's like. It just wants all your money. It wants all your resources, but it's never enough. It's never enough. And you don't even know what you're doing wrong, because this same stuff, everything that you were doing before was working just fine. You were profitable. Everything was fine. But now, no, it doesn't work anymore. And what's happened? I don't know. The world has changed. FBA fees have gone up. Ad cost is going up. Those same products are no longer good. I don't know. Could be a number of things. That's like, as a seller, you blame yourself for a lot of things that, okay, maybe I've done this wrong or that wrong. I've not paid attention. Maybe I've not worked enough hours, even though you feel like all I'm doing in my working hours that I can work, I'm working on this thing though. So what is going on? Like, how I can fix this. So I think there's a lot of factors here, and we're like, in my own business, I'm trying to address them as much as I can, fix things as much as I can. But the realities of selling on Amazon are challenging in 2023, and that's what I wanted to talk about and give you guys, my subscribers, people who are coming across this video and want to sell on Amazon, a reality check for 2023. Amazon has jacked up the FBA fees, storage fees, fuel surcharge. They are trying to charge for their services that they've been undercharging, or whatever the case might be, but they've decided to increase the rates, and sellers who have established their business on Amazon, they have no say in this. We can't take our business elsewhere. A lot of Amazon brands, they heavily rely on sales coming through Amazon first. They're Amazon first brands, just like mine. So you can't that quickly diversify away from this, and it's a challenge. It's going to be a challenge in 2023 to remain profitable. Amazon is coming for us, and especially where competition has caught up with you. There are more similar products like yours on the market, and they're competing on price, and they're at your feet, and you just have to find a way to remain profitable. And actually, it would be an achievement if you could remain profitable in 2023, and that's something that is a challenge I see for myself, because especially in the UK, running an Amazon business, it's because of the the recession and the way the economy is right now. It's challenging. Last year, when I was comparing our numbers, even though 2022 was a great year for us, even after the COVID years of 2020 and 2021, where we slowly got back into things and things normalized and lockdowns were lifted, you see the financial year of 2022, which has not ended, but compared to the challenges going forward in 2023, you can just see that actually it wasn't that bad. I thought things would get easier, but they're not, because of what's happening in the UK. So it presents particular, specific challenges to the UK sellers, and any sellers who are selling in the UK from abroad as well. You will see that sales are not picking up the way they would at this time of the year. So for example, for my products, the peak season starts from February onwards till September is where we will have the peak in June, July, and then it sort of starts tapering down after August, September. So we are not seeing this sales number pick up at the same pace as it was yet last year. And that is really scary, because if this trend carries on, where your weekly sale, your monthly sale is, consistently lower than what it was or it should have been in this week or this month of the year, then these are red flags. You really need to tighten your belts and, watch your expenses, because maybe things are not going to pick up the way they would, and 2023 is going to be challenging. So we are sort of mentally prepared for that, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling, because after running a fashion business on Amazon for so many years successfully, and going through COVID and surviving that one way or the other, however we did it. You would, there is, you're as a seller, as a business owner, you're tired of these constant, challenges coming your way. This is what's going on in my Amazon business, and this is the reality check that I wanted to share with my subscribers and my people who might come across this video and are interested in selling on Amazon. 2023 is going to be challenging. I've been selling private label products on Amazon for a long time, and the thing is, when your product is doing well, business is easy. And there would be times when I remember when I started selling on Amazon around 2008, 2009, there was a credit crunch at that time too. There was financial crisis at that time too. But because my products were doing well at the time, business was easy. It wasn't as hard. And now it's a full circle moment when you're facing those kind of challenges again, and now you are so far ahead in business. It's not your first year, it's your 14th, 15th year. For myself, that's the case. And your challenges are, more difficult, and, they're different as you would have in your first year in your 14th year of the business, in the same business, it would be different challenges because you're not a small seller anymore. You have expenses, we have staff that we are actually thinking of, like we might need to lay off. And it's going to be hard to, make those decisions. And so we're really hoping that, it doesn't come to that. And, but it's something that we have discussed, and that can happen in a business. Like, it's not always like, you can figure everything out by doing research and, using apps and things like that. Like, the reality of running business is sometimes really hard decisions, and you have, as a business owner, you have to face them, and you can't avoid them. Maybe the product that was doing really well last year, the reality of this year is that it's not going to do as well, and I might need to just clear out my stock and just make back what I can, and not hold on to the inventory and just wait for it to like sell at the same price. Like, there can be multiple decisions around that, where products have life cycle, or your staff might be a bigger issue, or your ad cost might be out of control and you have to spend less, and so that will affect your sales. So the thing is, when it, like I said, when the product is doing well, business is easy. But when your product selection is not doing well, business is tough, and it's a lot of tough decisions. And that's what we're facing this year. I mean, I personally feel like, after doing all these analysis, and it's really depressing. And that's why, like, I didn't even want to share much. And when we've seen the start of the season, it makes 2022 look like a really great year, because the numbers are not looking that great for 2023 at the start of the season. I hope this changes. Maybe the weather will improve the mood of the people, and they'll spend a bit more, and there'll be more priorities, and people would want to buy fashion products. But it looks like, with the cost of living crisis, like, people are really not spending on anything extra. That's the challenge for business owners going forward in 2023, and Amazon sellers are no exception to this. It's happening to us too. So yeah, I mean, this is what's been going on with my business, and that's why I've been quiet, because I haven't had like anything major to share. It was just just like depressing stuff, and like, what's the point of sharing that? But I think when I have recouped a bit, taken a bit of a break, and not let this take over my life and my mindset, that I have decided to like share this just as a reality check. Because the thing is, business is like, it mimics life, and there's ups and downs, there's hard times, there's good times, and obviously it really tests you in the difficult times, in the hard times. And that's where, like, you can just give up or quit and then say, this is not for me, and that would be your choice. But when your livelihood depends on something, that you can take a step back and really assess the situation, and actually see, like, how big is this problem, how big is this challenge, and rise to the challenge. And that's what we have decided to do, because there are a few choices. Because the thing is, like, it takes time to build a brand. It takes time to build a business. Like, if I was to start from scratch on any other platform, on any other, product, I will have to go 10 years back and start from scratch, and, really work my way up. And it's always easier to, like, for the time being, like, try to fix what you can, and have what you have as your livelihood support yourself while you set something else up. So that's what I have decided. When I look at my wasted ad spend, that what really gives me like the motivation to actually start something different, start a completely new product line. And I've got some ideas around it. That's what I've been thinking about for the past few weeks. That's what I've been working on, and I plan on sharing that with you on this channel, because the way e-commerce is right now, it's very different from when I started actually selling online. The you know it There's a lot of different options out there now, so I'm openly considering them, and I'm gonna have to figure a lot of things out, and part of that is having and part of that would be to be able to build a brand or a product line off Amazon first and actually test it without without the pressure of all these fees or blocks that Amazon puts on you, that you cannot sell in this category, you have to apply for this application, bring this up, bring that up. Like, I don't want any of all of that friction straight off the bat. So I started this YouTube, starting with this YouTube channel, it has taught me some new skills. So I'm gonna put that into action, and stay tuned, subscribe to this channel if you want to be a part of it, this new product line, and learn how I do this and watch me do this. Do subscribe to this channel, because that's what I plan on doing for 2023. You've got to give yourself some hope and something to look forward to, apart from the challenges. I mean, it's what keeps you going. Business change, products have life cycle, business have life cycle, so if you are, a born entrepreneur, and you can deal with these things, then you'll just roll with it. But this is what's coming up on the channel and what you can expect in 2023 from the content that's going to be coming on here. So enough talk about the challenges and difficult times ahead and what's been happening, depressing stuff. I want to talk about something on the bright side too. That's because of this business, and part of this business, it's the ability to be able to have time to go on holiday with your family and be able to spend time with your family, and earn these free luxury hotel nights, which is something of a passion of my husband, which he's obsessed about and collects and does all the thing. I don't do much around it. But like on the bright side of things, because of my high Amazon ad spend, I was able to collect quite a few free nights on my credit cards. So we took a break, and business was running great. And that's the time you really appreciate this business, because it gives you that freedom of time, and give you those resources that you can really spend on yourself. And that's what we did. We just took a bit of a break, went away with kids, and just tried to not do much, and like just do nothing holiday. That's what it was. And that's what really provided us that mental rest from that constant challenges that we've been dealing with since COVID started. So yeah, a bit of sunshine, bit of relaxation. It helps you, gives you the energy to come back to it. I had all these books that I mentioned in my last video that I didn't even read. I bought in 2022, but I didn't read. I actually read half of a book, one of the business books that I bought, and that is what inspired me to actually start a product line, which I'm working on, which I'm going to be sharing. So it's with challenges there are good times too, and that's why we love this business, the online business, that it gives you the opportunity to build those resources and wealth for yourself, even though you might not have a lot of profit at any given time. It always doesn't stay the same. It changes because of the things that I've mentioned earlier in this video. So it's not all depressing and dark. Yes, there are challenges, but because of what I've built, and I worked hard for all these years, I have built something that provides me that respite when I want. and, you know, in a luxury way, which, you know, we all enjoy a bit of that. Another thing that keeps us sellers in this business and we don't want to just give up and quit is, you know, even though like I have been open about like my profit margins have struggled in the recent years as a fashion business owner because of what's been happening outside of my business and how it's affecting it. We have been able to save and invest. And, you know, the business owes you money. And as directors of the business, we haven't been able to take that money out because the business is struggling. And so we keep reinvesting. We just pay ourselves bare minimum salaries and don't take any profits. And we keep reinvesting in the business. But that's something that we've been able to do, and that's what a business allows you to do, that you can, you know, slowly work towards your goals of saving and investing too. And when we look at our small investment pot that we've been able to build since 2020, because that's when we really started, particularly my husband started. I wouldn't take credit for it, full disclosure, but that's when we started. And the little pot that he's built up, that also gives you motivation that, you know, we didn't do this on our own without this business. We didn't do this like working jobs or anything. We did this sitting at home, working on our laptops, and little by little, £100 there, £500 there, £200 there, every month, every week, wherever we could, take the money out of the business to invest into our little saving pot. We did in our ISAs. And when you look at those ISAs and you see like, how did I manage to do that? Like, you know, if I was working a dead-end job, I wouldn't have been able to do this, especially, you know, when you're living paycheck to paycheck, your mindset is different. But when you run a business and, you know, your resources, you know, they expand. And that's something that you can only do as a business owner. And that's the opportunity there. That's also something to look at. So yeah, I mean, it's as I said, it's not all doom and gloom, but it's not all easy either. And 2023 going forward is going to be challenging, not just for like, you know, new sellers, but, you know, sellers, professional sellers, long-term sellers who've been selling for a long time, brands and everything. It's challenging for us whether you are, you know, a small-time seller or you're an aggregator. Everybody is having to, you know, reevaluate everything. So that's what's been happening a bit on the bright side of things. And so it's, yeah, there is challenges ahead, but it's not all doom and gloom. Nothing is, you know, unresolvable. Like, you can figure things out. So anyway, if you guys are looking to start a business on Amazon and you would like my help with this, you can click on the link in description below and book a call. I am taking on some new clients for 2023. I can only work with a handful of people. So let's speak. And if you want to work with me, I would love to help you start your Amazon business so you can build this freedom and, you know, resources for yourself so you can, you know, live life on your terms and build a business that supports you and your family. So that's all from me today. I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.